election night 2025, how the blue wave hit the East Coast.
Plus, I'm outside the new remodeled Catholic Center on campus.
And Newhouse hosted the Glickman Awards last night. Which sportscaster won big? News Live at 6 starts right now.
TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
It was a big night for Democrats yesterday, sweeping the nation in national and historic elections for governors, mayors, and Supreme Court positions. Welcome to News Live at 6. I'm Moira Vaughan.
And I'm Luke Welch. Some of the closely watched races last night included the race in New York City. Democrat Zohran Mamdani is now the mayor-elect of New York City, winning by nearly 9% against former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. That's just under 200,000 votes. Mikey Sherrill won the New Jersey governor race against Republican nominee and Trump ally Jack Ciattarelli by roughly 400,000 votes.
The Virginia governor race also turning blue, with Democrat Abigail Spanberger winning by nearly 15% of voters. Spanberger will now become Virginia's first female governor, along with Democratic candidate Mary Sheffield, elected as Detroit's first female mayor.
Back here in central New York, there were some major flips in the Onondaga County Legislature, as well as an expected victory in the Syracuse mayoral race.
Our Drew Matiasek joins us in studio to break down the numbers. Drew, what was the most surprising thing for you?
Thanks, guys. Well, I guess I'll start here with the race that everyone was talking about before the election actually happened. Sharon Owens making history last night with 75% of the vote to become Syracuse's next mayor. But the other races that I think made national news actually were the county legislature races. We can go and start with County Legislator District 4 with Jeremiah Thompson. 6 races were contested by the Democrats this election cycle. They needed to flip all 6 to get the majority, and well, they flipped all 6 races last night. No one was expecting it, and for the first time in nearly 50 years, Democrats will have a majority in the county legislature. District 5, we also see Ellen Block beating David Carney. This is one last night on the election special we said we did not think was going to go in the Democrats' favor, but it did. We go down to the 6th district, Gregory Erickson. This is a big one. Julie Abbott, the former TV anchor in Syracuse, legislator since 2019, lost last night in an upset in the Skaneateles area to Erickson. Go to the 8th district, my apologies, Chad Ryan, cousin of the state senator Chris Ryan, won his race. A Republican was appointed to that one previously. And then we go to the 9th district, Nicole Watts won this race. Democrats were kicked off the ballot. She went on with Working Families Party. But another one I want to go to is the town of Salina supervisor race. Let's go down there for a second, where Raul Huera won that one. I can't find it on my map right now, but he did win it, and he spoke last night, his victory speech at Harvey's Beer Garden, where the Democrats assembled last night. Take a look at what he said with the energy Democrats have after those massive wins last night.
There's an old saying in Nuevo, don't with the We're going to fight and fight and fight and fight, and we're going to win next time around. That's what we do.
I want to take a close look at Cicero's town supervisor race. Robert Santucci, too close to call at this point. 37 votes separates him and incumbent Michael Aragano. Last election, Aragano won by more than 30 points. Now, before I send it back to Luca Moore, it's important to note Democrats nearly 50 years without a majority in the legislature. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what they do with this. There is no precedent for them. They have 1 year to show for it under McMahon's administration. And while we don't really know what's going to happen, we will have it covered on Citrus TV. Luca Moore, back to you.
Drew, thank you so much for your coverage. Right now, university leaders are hosting a dedication and ribbon-cutting ceremony for the newly constructed SU Catholic Center.
That's where we find our Riley Fay, who joins us live to tell us what's new on Walnut Place.
Thanks, Luke and Moira. I'm outside the newly remodeled Catholic Center, and although it is a rainy, dark, cold night, it is not stopping all the people who have gathered here to celebrate the new Mass in the new Catholic Center building. Now, this Mass is special because it's dedicated the building to service, formation, and fellowship. Kent Severud even spoke at the beginning, and he said he is so happy to see all the people gathered in this space and so proud of the hard work that happened in just a few short months. They started renovating the center back in October. It was a gift, the renovations, from alumni Dan Daniello and his wife Gail. They wanted to expand the space and make it more modern. Kent Severud also noted that this isn't a space just for SU students, it's also for people from ESF and Upstate Medical. I had a look inside the building before the Mass began. It is gorgeous, fresh, very modern looking. It's a great space to get away, especially if you're feeling stressed with finals coming up. Luca Mora, back to you guys.
Riley, thank you so much. SU is honoring first-generation college students, faculty, and staff this week through November 12th. Events include open houses, bingo, game night, career workshops, and an etiquette dinner. The calendar is available to the entire campus community on the SU Intercultural Collective website. You can see those events there right on your screen. And yesterday night, Matt Park was awarded the Marty Glickman Award for his leadership in sports media. The honor was passed down from the previous year's winner, Dan Horde.
Famous SU alums such as Bob Costas and Marv Albert came to show their support and celebrate Park. He says he is appreciative of sportscasters before him that are paving the way.
Not worthy, but the way I look at it is I at least have boots on the ground here in Syracuse and can view it as my role to be the action, right? I can be the one that represents the rest of that group here, and if I can pass on what I've learned from them to current and future students, then I'm doing my job to fit in with the group.
Today marks the start of the Syracuse Regional Airport Authority Food Drive. The fundraiser is in response to requests to support TSA and other federal workers who have been without paychecks since the government shutdown began. Community members can bring non-perishable items to the passenger arrival pickup area at Syracuse Hancock International Airport. The SRAA executive director said, quote, "Despite going without a paycheck since October 1st, our federal partners continue to show up to work to help keep our airport running safely, securely, and effectively," end quote. Jason Terreri, the executive director of the SRAA, also said our airport community, including members of the traveling public, recognize that without our federal partners, the airport will not be able to operate. Micron Technology's agenda to construct a chip-making industrial complex in the town of Clay is taking a big step forward this week. This Friday, the company will be meeting with the Onondaga County Industrial Development Agency to gain approval and finalize Micron's environmental impact report.
A public hearing will be held tomorrow at the Clay Town Hall to relay details of the construction and infrastructure plans prior to Friday's meeting. Residents are invited to attend through an online live stream and share any comments or concerns. In response to some incoming storms, Governor Hochul is directing state and local agencies to take precautions. National Grid says they are ramping up and staffing extended shifts into the evening to manage possible power outages. High winds are expected to knock down tree limbs and wires, which they advise everyone to stay away from, as they may still be active. National Grid customers can report and view outages on the website below.
And I gotta say, Moira, I was leaving the station last night and I actually saw one of those thunderstorms, lightning striking, this rain that we've experienced the past week. And although Sunday was nice, I'm over it.
I know. I'm also the wind too. When I was walking to class one day, I saw literally leaves like swirling in a circle with the wind. It was almost blowing over. It's just been insane weather that we've been seeing here.
Monday was almost 25 miles per hour. But here to tell us more a little about those conditions is our weather anchor, Alexa Korrie. Alexa, what can you tell us?
That's right, Luca Moore. It has been pretty crazy here in Syracuse. It has been windy all day, and honestly, I haven't seen any sun yet. And it did start raining when I was walking into the studio around 4 o'clock, although that's expected to slowly stop raining later on into the night, although it is about 15-mile-an-hour winds right now, but temperatures are expected to drop to about 47 degrees, but that wind is here to stay. 15 to 25-mile-an-hour winds like you guys were just talking about. So it is going to be very chilly. If you do have any plans, make sure to bundle up because, like we said, with the rain and the wind, it does feel very chilly. But that's all I have for right now. Luke and Moira, back to you guys.
Alexa, thank you. Still ahead on your campus news leader, USDA federal cuts are beginning to affect Central New York food supplies. How local organizations are coping.
Plus, the Supreme Court questioning the Trump administration over tariffs in court today. All that and more when News Live at 6 returns.
Rolling.
Sound is speeding.
Can you slow that down, please? This is 28-1.
28-1. Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
You're watching Citrus TV News Live at 6 with Luke Welch, Moira Vaughan, and Alexa Korrie. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Dating back to reports in May, federal funding has affected food deliveries nationwide.
Our Citrus TV reporter Alexa Korrie tells us more about how those canceled shipments are harming local communities here in Central New York.
In 2025, the Trump administration canceled more than 4,000 scheduled food deliveries across the country. According to a ProPublica investigation, that is nearly 94 million pounds of nutritious foods that the banks never received. These shipments were part of the U.S. Department of Agriculture Emergency Food Assistance Program, which aids millions of Americans each year. Data shows the New York City Food Bank lost 74 deliveries of food under the administration cuts. This raises the bigger questions of what are smaller organizations like the Salvation Army Food Pantry going to do when this federal aid stops delivering food?
It's affecting the community. People are scared. They're panicking. And they're worried that they're not going to be able to feed their family.
The cuts targeted the most expensive and nutritious foods, mostly the meats. That left food banks to have to reduce the quality and quantity of what each family can receive.
We're having a hard time keeping meat in. I mean, it's going out as quickly as it's coming in because we have such of a need.
Many Syracuse neighborhoods already struggle with limited grocery options and growing food insecurity. The Salvation Army has already seen a great increase in the numbers of families coming into the pantry. Local food bank leaders are going to have to continue to rely on donations if these cuts continue. Reporting in Syracuse, I'm Alexa Korrie, Citrus TV News.
Alexa, thank you so much. And those food pantries will not be getting a break as today marks the 35th day of the government shutdown, officially making it the longest in U.S. history. Now, in the first week of November, more federal workers go without pay, and welfare benefits like SNAP and those food pantry shipments are seeing cuts.
Now, Trump is no stranger to making shutdown history. His first administration saw the previous longest pause from December 2018 to January of 2019, which was also the second shutdown of that term.
To some new details now in this same shutdown, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced that 40 major U.S. airports will face a 10% cut to their flight capacity starting today.
Duffy did not name which specific airports would see changes, but federal aviation officials indicated that more cuts are possible. This comes as air traffic controllers nationwide continue to miss paychecks.
Staying in the air, authorities are still searching for victims of that UPS plane crash last night. The plane en route to Honolulu, Hawaii, and crashed next to the airport in Louisville, Kentucky. The plane crashed into multiple businesses and exploded, killing at least 9 people and injuring about a dozen.
Package sorting at UPS's facilities in Louisville remains shut down today. The Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport resumed operations this morning, but some flights may still be affected.
Well, the Supreme Court began hearing arguments today against President Trump's sweeping tariffs. Chief Justice John Roberts and the rest of the bench examined whether or not Trump has claimed more power than previous presidents.
Other concerns raised by the Supreme Court included the use of the International Emergency Economic Power Act, which Trump cited in his initial tariffs. The court also heard arguments brought by a number of small businesses and states who claim the tariffs imposed are illegal, giving power to the president when only Congress has the power to enact a tax.
And I'll have your 5-day weather forecast and more after the break. Stick with us.
Welcome to Live from Studio B.
Welcome to another episode of Culturally and Technically Legal.
Previously on Survivor.
Welcome back to the Esports Juice Box, where we break down this week's esports news into digestible sizes for easy consumption.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Now taking a look at our 5-day weather forecast. As you can tell, it's a lot nicer than last week was. We're not seeing as much rain, although we are starting to see lots of high winds that are lasting until Thursday night. But taking a look, Thursday we have a high of 50. It's going to be partly cloudy, but it'll be nice to have a little bit of sun. Friday, mostly cloudy, some night showers, but not too bad. That low of 51 looks pretty nice here in November. And then Saturday is when we start to have the rain all day long. It's about a high of 63 degrees, dropping down to 44 at night. And then Sunday, it's going to be rain all day, unfortunately, with that high of 57. But that's good for like a Sunday reset or something when you're not going to be out and about. But today I was out and about and took this photo. It's my photo of the day. I thought campus honestly looked nice. You could see that the leaves are changing colors, but they're also starting to fall. And it really is making me feel like we are still in this fall weather here in Central New York. Although it is November, it still isn't too bad out just yet. But thinking of fall, I was thinking of things I love to do, and I love to go apple picking and apple cider, drinking all of that. That's so good. So I have a little trivia. So which U.S. state has named apple cider as their official state drink? We have New York, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, or Rhode Island. So I'll give you a second to think about it. But the answer is C, New Hampshire. They decided that their state drink would be apple cider in 2010. But that's all I have for now. Luke and Moira, back to you guys.
Alexa, I love those temperatures, but I'm still sick of that rain. Sustainability leaders, students, and local businesses are beginning to gather downtown tonight to talk about going green in the Salt City.
Reporter Zara Suvanto joins us live from Salt City Market to tell us more about the event.
Thanks, Luke and Moira. So today at Salt City Market, Syracuse Green Drinks, an organization that helps professionals and students connect interested in environmental issues, and they're hosting an event from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. tonight to bring people together who truly are passionate about sustainability. It could be from students to business owners to community leaders, and this is a casual meetup where people are talking about how to make Syracuse more eco-friendly. That could be from cleanup efforts to sustainability building projects. Now, there's not many, the event starts in about 20 minutes, so there's not many people here yet, but people are coming to enjoy food and drink, and they're going to be talking about ideas and building connections, because this event is all about connecting professionals and students to talk about the projects that they've been working on related to sustainability. So events like this only happen every few months, but they're really important in giving people a chance to network and share their more green ideas to help shape Syracuse's future in terms of that. So reporting live from Salt City Market, I'm Zara Suvanto. Luke and Moira, back to you.
Zara, thank you. We'll go from green drinks to some holiday ones. The coffee giant Dunkin' Donuts released their new seasonal menu today, featuring a new cookie butter cloud latte and berry sangria refresher. Ooh. And annual favorites like peppermint mocha and the toasted white chocolate lattes are also making their return.
I'm already getting hungry just talking about this. New food items include the strawberry striped croissant and bacon jammed grilled cheese. That's an interesting one. Dunkin' is also offering exclusive holiday deals for reward members to celebrate the season. What's the most interesting food or drink that you saw on the menu?
I'm loving that cookie butter cloud latte. I'm still interested to see what the cloud part of is about it, but I'm really interested in that because I know the Starbucks cookie butter one or the cookie whatever. Right. I'm not obsessed impressed with that one, so I want to see if they can top them.
I'm wondering, like, I love just like a traditional hot chocolate from Dunkin', especially in the holiday season. So I'm interested if they'll do any like mix up new holiday chocolate drinks to come up with.
Yeah, we'll have to go take a look. Let's go tomorrow.
Yeah, seriously. Well, celebrating new seasons coming up, women's basketball. John Baccio, what you got for us?
Yeah, guys, that's right. Syracuse women's basketball is about to start its new season. In fact, it did on Tuesday night, so it's going to be a fun one. We'll have all the highlights for you coming up in just a bit.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm John Baccio here. I've got your sports update for tonight. Hoop season is finally here for Syracuse women's basketball, and SU had the chance to start out with a bang. It took on Stony Brook in its season opener with head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack's 400th career win on the line. Could she complete the near half-century feat? Let's take a look and find out. Last time these two matched up, it was a near 25-point SU win 3 years ago, and this one didn't start too differently. Orange up 12 with 2 to play in the first. Angelica Velez stays patient, fires, connects on the long two. Then late in the half, SU still up big, and Texas transfer Layla Felia gets bigger. The grad student led Syracuse in minutes with over 30. She also had 4 assists, including this one to Kira Scott on the floater. 37-21 SU at half. The Seawolves were down but not out. Chloe Oliver knocks down a triple to spark a 15-5 run that was capped off by this Caitlin Frost trifecta to make it a 5-point game late in the third. But just a minute later, the floodgates opened. The Orange scored 10 straight to finish the third quarter, including that lay from Shai Hawkins. And the start of the fourth was no different. Look at the feed from Sophie Burrows, and Journey Thompson finishes it off. And then Isaje Uche spins in and gets the 6-footer to go. She had 11 on Syracuse's way to a 74-50 win. And SU guard Dominique Darius, what'd you think about the win?
Just amazing opportunity to be a part of that. I know a lot of the girls in the locker room agree that we would run through a wall for Coach Jack, and she would do the same for us to help her get that 400 win is historic, and not a lot of coaches can say they did that. So just really proud and appreciative to be a part of that.
All right, basketball season is here, but Syracuse field hockey can see the end of its campaign. 6th-seeded Syracuse battled 3rd-seeded Wake Forest in the quarterfinal of the ACC Championship today at 1. And well, let's just say, with the help of the youngsters, the Orange moved on after a 3-1 result. Freshman Aubrey Turner scored a pair along with the game-winning goal in the victory. The forward notched just 1 score in the last 12 games leading up to this. Next up for SU is 2nd-seeded Virginia in the semifinal tomorrow. And on a different pitch, 6th-seeded Syracuse men's soccer also began ACC championship play today against 11th-seeded Virginia Tech, and they're in action as we speak. As of right now, the game is still tied 0-0, but in the first ever ACC championship matchup between the two, the Orange are just 3-7-1 against the Hokies all time. Their most recent contest was a 2-0 win for VT. All right, well, guys, I mean, it's been a pretty interesting day for Syracuse men's soccer, but Luke and Moira here, I mean, I just want to know, what are you guys' thoughts on this Syracuse soccer team?
You know, they're nearly 500 on the season, both in regular and conference play, which has been pretty interesting. You know, they've had 3 ties this season, so it's going to be interesting how they can see it. What do you think they have to take on this ACC opponent in Virginia Tech? Do you think they have what it takes to kickstart in this ACC tournament and be hopeful for the NCAA tournament?
I'd say so. Syracuse soccer has been really hot recently. They had that ranked win over North Carolina just about a week back, and Virginia Tech has kind of been slumping as of recently. I think this one comes down to what Tomas Hutt in net does for the Orange. If he can stay solid like he normally has, should have a pretty good shot of giving the Orange the win.
John Baccio, thank you. When we come back, we'll have your wake-up weather.
Women are bad with money.
That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now,
we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
And now for the weather when you wake up tomorrow morning. It's going to be about 47 degrees, which doesn't sound too bad for Syracuse in November, although, like I said, that wind is here to stay. So expect 15 to 25-mile-an-hour winds. So definitely pack that nice heavy jacket because it is going to feel pretty chilly, although it is supposed to warm up a little bit as the day goes on. But that's all I have for today. Luke and Moira, back to you guys.
Alexa, thank you so much for getting to that ear, and that means those holiday temperatures coming back. But one thing I'm very excited for about this holiday season, Starbucks is bringing all of their bare necessities. Today, the chain posted their new Barista Cup that is set to be in stores nationwide tomorrow, along with their holiday menu.
Now, the cup is shaped like a classic teddy bear and is wearing a green knitted Starbucks beanie. Now, people all over the internet are trying to get their paws on this cup. I mean, we have the Dunkin' Cup, we have the holiday cup on Starbucks. I mean, I think are we skipping over November, Thanksgiving?
I know, right? Like Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, but I have to say, that looks really
adorable.
Cute. That looks really cute with the hat. It's just, oh my God. The hat is the cherry on top, quite literally. I want to drink out of that. They got me with that one. I'll give it to them.
I know. The cute little mascot, and they got me selling it.
We got to do a round. We'll do a web news round.
We have to
Starbucks,
do a little,
Dunkin'. Let's do a taste test. We'll compare. But that's Citrus TV News Live at 6 for this Wednesday.
Don't forget, you can follow us on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now, for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Moira Vaughan.
I'm with Welch. Have a great night, Syracuse.